plane crashes en route to London. And in sports, Manchester United unveils home kit for 2025-2026 season. Now the news in details. I am Timmy Dayo Anthony. The Lagos State Office for Disability Affairs, LASCODA, has established a strategic partnership with the Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency, LASCOPA, to foster a deeper understanding and promote collaborative efforts between the two agencies to enhance impactful initiatives and meet the needs of all consumers. General Manager of LASCODA, Adenike Oyetunde Lawal, who led a team on the official visit, noted that the move is to ensure full integration and inclusion of persons with disabilities into society by ensuring fair and equal treatment for the marginalized individuals in the state. LASCOPA boss Afolabi Sholebo, who received the team, engaged them in crucial discussions centered on strategic collaborations to ensure that businesses comply with accountability standards, addressing discrimination complaints, and providing consumer education to make PWDs aware of their rights. Sholebo stated that both parties are committed to fostering collaboration to underscore the importance of inclusivity and social justice in strengthening the fabric of society as a whole. Following the adoption of the harmonized academic calendar by key stakeholders in the education sector in Lagos State, the Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Jamiu Ali Balogun, has expressed optimism that an approved academic calendar will be ready in 2 weeks. Ali Balogun made this known while speaking at the final stakeholders meeting on the year 2025-2026 harmonized academic calendar held at the Education Resource Center in Ojodu. The meeting, conveyed by the Office of Education Quality Assurance, marks the final stage in the process of harmonizing the academic calendar for the year 2025-2026 school year, pending the official release by the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education. While appreciating stakeholders for their dedication and collaboration with the state government in improving education standards, the Commissioner emphasized the need for continuous synergy and mutual understanding. Ali Balogun urged stakeholders to make deliberate, thoughtful decisions when finalizing the calendar, aligning with the present administration's vision for a robust education sector. In commemoration of Nigeria's Democracy Day and anniversary of the historic June 12, 1993 presidential election, a coalition of civil society organizations under the banner of Defend Nigeria Movement and Nigerians Unite for Democracy has called for continued national reflection and recognition of the sacrifices made in the country's democratic journey. Convener of the coalition, Razak Olokoba, described June 12 as a symbol of national unity, democratic resilience, and ideological consciousness. According to him, the significance of the day in history goes beyond electoral politics. It embodies Nigeria's shared identity and ability to transcend ethnic and religious divides for common democratic ideas.
Of the economic engineering of President Bola Tinubu administration begin to manifest in infrastructure and renewal as well as other policies which are making positive impact in every other sectors of the Nigerian economy, e.g. Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway, Lagos Sokoto Highway, Naira for crude, Nelfon, tax reform bills, etc. However, as much as we are holding the federal government accountable for its stewardship in the last 2 years of the President Bola Tinubu administration, it is very important for us to demand same from our state and local government council.
He noted that the coalition made up 91 civil society group applauded the efforts of former President Buhari for formally recognizing June 12 as Nigeria's official Democracy Day, a move widely regarded as long overdue correction of historic injustice. He also commended Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for preserving and advancing the progress legacy of President Tinubu, particularly in the areas of infrastructure, governance, and economic policy. He also urged the federal government to prioritize national security, calling for improved investments in technology-driven security architecture and enhanced community participation to curb crime and improve public safety. President Bola Tinubu has dismissed the insinuations that his administration is pushing Nigeria towards a one-party state, insisting that the All Progressives Congress remains a political platform open to all Nigerians, including members of opposition parties. He said that the APC is not afraid of internal or external competition and will continue to welcome defectors from other political parties. His remarks come amid growing concerns from opposition parties and critics who have accused the ruling APC of attempting to stifle dissent and establish political dominance across the country. And now to the rest of the stories. President Bola Tinubu has conferred national honors on Kudirat Abiola, the wife of the late MKO Abiola, a former chairman of the defunct National Electoral Commission, NEC, Humphrey Nwosu, a former vice president, Shehu Yar'Adua, among others. The president confers the national honors on them during his June 12 address to joint session of the National Assembly in Abuja. President Tinubu confers the commander of the Order of Niger, CON, award on Nwosu, and the Grand Commander of the Federal Republic, GCFR, on Shehu Musa Yar'Adua. Tinubu also honored some distinguished Nigerians, including human rights lawyer Femi Falana, Nobel laureate Wale Soyinka, and the Catholic Bishop of Sokoto Diocese, Hassan Kuka, with national awards. The Ogoni 9, led by the late environmental activist and writer Ken Saro-Wiwa, also got national honor from President Tinubu. The president also granted the national honor of CON on Sam Akuma Pemo, a legendary journalist and publisher who remains true to his lifetime calling as it marks his 90th birthday. The National Assembly has formally adopted June 12 as the day for the President of Nigeria to address a joint session of the legislature. The decision was reached at a special Democracy Day sitting at the National Assembly complex in Abuja, where President Tinubu delivered a commemorative address to lawmakers. Presiding over the joint session, President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, announced the formalization of the date following a motion raised by the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas. Troops of Mobile Strike Team under Operation Fasan Yama has killed a notorious terrorist kingpin known as Outa and at least 14 of his associates during the decisive offensive in the taxed local government area of Zamfara State. The operation, which took place on the 10th June 2025 around Kunchin Kauku town, led to the death of Outa alongside his close aides Abdul Jamil and Salisu. A statement released by the Director of Defense Media Operations, Marcus Kange, said Outa and his fighter had long been responsible for a string of violent attacks and terror activities in the region. He described the elimination as a critical disruption of terrorist networks. And now to foreign news. A London-bound Air Indian plane carrying 242 people have crashed shortly after takeoff in Hyderabad, Western India. The local police chief says 204 bodies have been recovered, and it is not known how many of those victims were on the plane or were on ground when the plane crashed. An Indian says 169 Indian national, 53 Britons and 7 Portuguese national and 1 Canadian were on the flight. The plane crashed into accommodation used by the doctors. And now to sports. Manchester United has revealed the new home shirt for the 2025-2026 season. The kit is predominantly red and the collar and sleeve cuff were black with white trim. The logo is against the front and center on the shirt. Qualcomm Telecommunications has €60 million per season sponsorship deal at the Old Trafford, and their brand on the front of the shirt for the first time last season. The last time a Man United home shirt had the Bristol sleeve print was in 1996-1998 home shirt. So the new shirt for the 2025-2026 campaign has a retro feel, and fans will be hoping it brings success. Just before we go, remember speed thrills but clues, please always avoid excessive speed. You can follow us on like all our social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 961 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. You can also subscribe and watch the news and program live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website at www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to us on Lagos Traffic Radio 961 FM Live on My Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that under the Sanwo-Olu administration, 250 women were trained through an empowerment workshop on intercrop of maize and cassava with demonstration plots for practical knowledge? You can get more details on Lagos State Government's website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Office for Disabilities Affairs, LASCODA, has established a strategic partnership with the Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency, LASCOPA, to foster a deeper understanding and promote collaborative efforts between the two agencies to enhance impactful initiatives and meet the need of all consumers. President Bola Tinubu has conferred national honors on Kudirat Abiola, the wife of the late MKO Abiola, a former chairman of the defunct National Electoral Commission, Humphrey Nwosu, and a former vice president, Shehu Yar'Adua, among others. We also told you that a London-bound Air Indian plane carrying 242 people have crashed shortly after takeoff in Ahmedabad, Western India. And in sports, Manchester United has revealed the new home shirt for the 2025-2026 season. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast from Lagos Traffic Radio. I am Timmy Dayo Anthony.
We are the dial that helps you navigate through Lagos traffic with ease.